hit theaters this weekend, but not without criticism from fans. Tom Holland personally calls Disney's CEO Bob Iger to save Spider-Man. Queen Bee stole the show last night. Find out more here on WTOP 10 Entertainment News. I'm Samantha Dominique, and this is WTOP 10 Entertainment News. Tonight, we have Deanna Brown and Justin Clint to break down the thoughts of tonight's show. Before we dive into tonight's show, our entertainment reporter, Barbara Barino, is here to tell us about SUNY Oswego's homecoming concert. Barbara, go ahead.
Thanks, Dominique. On Friday, I went on the homecoming concert. Students and the general public had the chance to see performances and did some shopping this past weekend. Students prepared for homecoming week from shopping at Marano's clothing store to performances from the local band named Squonk Opera. The name of their group stems from their hometown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is also a satirical name because, well, you guessed it, they're not an opera group. Tickets were free and also open to the general public. This past weekend, students prepared for homecoming week from shopping at Marano's clothing store to performances from the local band named Squonk Opera. The name of their group stems from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There's also a satirical name because, well, you guessed it, they're not an opera group. Tickets are free and it was also open to the general public.
The Squonk Opera was super fun. It was very entertaining. They had lots of special effects and the kids loved dancing with it. It was a good time all around.
That's good. Would you come back if you had the opportunity?
Absolutely. Yeah, especially if it was a beautiful day like this.
That's perfect.
After the concert, children were able to speak with band members and look at their props up close and personal.
Oh, the props were super cool. It was really fun to see how the musicians use their instruments to as props. So like the bagpipes had steam coming out of the pipes of it, and the pianist had the lungs of the Lady Pneumonica. Had the keyboard like functioning as the lungs. It was a really wonderful sight.
Young and May also performed Friday night at the Sweatman Field at 8 p.m. and tickets were free for the event as well. Barbara Barino, WTOP 10.
Really fun. Did you guys attend the concert, actually?
I actually attended Young M.A. concert. It was a very, very fun concert. It was really cold. It was late at night, but the crowd, once we all stood together and, joined and sing some of her songs, I had a really great time.
I actually saw the Squonk Opera, things happening on the field, and I had no idea what was going on because I didn't even hear about it, but it looked like it was really cool. So what about you? Did you see it?
Sadly, no, I had to do something that day, but I've seen a lot of videos and it seemed like the Squonk Opera and Young Ma was just phenomenal.
Awesome. Barbara, did you actually hear or see the concert going on?
Yes, I actually had the opportunity to both to the concerts. Squonk Opera was actually pretty unique, I thought, because they had props and they had this lady there that moved as they were moving the props, and it was really dope. And then there was also Young and May, and she performed one of my favorite songs called Ooh, and then she also performed Big. I love that song, Big Drip, Big Body, Big Bang.
That sounds super cool. Obviously, the homecoming concerts were really good, and hopefully they still keep it going here at SUNY Oswego. So, the Warner Brothers' new movie, Joker, brought many crowds over the weekend, although there was safety concerns at the premiere because of a 2012 mass shooting at Aurora, Colorado. Movie theater, the R comic movie brought in $93.5 million over the weekend. Despite the threats, it set a box office performance record, and critics raved about Joaquin Phoenix's performance. Let's take a sneak peek now. So, the new Joker is actor Joaquin Phoenix. Formerly, it was Heath Ledger. Do we think that Joaquin has reprised the role, or has it fallen flat? What do you think, Deanna? Does he look like he's done a good job?
I think for this movie, it all depends on how each actor takes on the role. So each actor will bring their own individual uniqueness to the role of being Joker. So I believe that for this specific role, this specific time frame in which we are in, I believe Joaquin did his best that he could do.
Awesome, because I know, of course, with Heath Ledger, like it was difficult for him to do the role, but he really performed it. So Justin, with the people being scared to like actually go to the movie due to the Aurora shooting, do you think the Aurora shooting impacted the audience who wanted to see Joker?
I feel it did impact the audience because everyone is worried. Like, you can't really just go into places nowadays and be safe. And it's really sad that it has to happen like that. But I personally feel that everyone is okay and everyone should tune into the Joker movie.
Deanna, do you would you actually go to the movie even though about the Aurora shooting, or?
I mean, would I? Not really. Personally, I just don't find interest in Jokers and, you know, the whole Batman synopsis of everything. But personally, for those who have been affected by the Aurora shooting and from situations that have risen from, you know, circumstances like these, I believe that the time frame in which the Joker has come out, where we are in our country right now, I think it's a very touch and go kind of placement of how everything is running. So I think, personally, I believe that they should have held off on, you know, allowing this to be released, but I would not go to see the Joker.
All right, and there we have it. Some people are definitely conflicted of whether they'll go or not, but still, they're still having a lot of money in the box offices. So speaking of villains and superheroes, Marvel fans can thank their Spider-Man, Tom Holland, for saving the franchise. So Holland personally called Disney CEO Bob Iger, urging him to fix the Spider-Man deal with Sony. Iger listened and said in a quote, "It was clear that he cared so much, and actually, we care a lot about him too. So after I got off the phone with him, I made a couple of phone calls to our team at Disney Studios, and then I decided to call the head of Sony. I said, we got to figure out a way to get this done, for Tom and for the fans. And we did." So now that they fixed the situation with Spider-Man, do you guys think like the increase of actors and fans' input was a major factor in getting Spider-Man back in the Marvel universe? Mm-hmm.
I mean, I believe so, because as much as we like to think that those in higher up positions have a lot of effect, I believe that the audience who are, you know, going to see these movies in theaters, going to buy all the products and everything, a lot of our actions affect those who make the higher up decisions. So I do agree that, you know, our, you know, common people opinion, it does matter.
Justin, I know you're a big fan. Do you think this is a big influence on the Marvel?
I think it's a huge influence because now with the people getting involved with Spider-Man, Hollywood could take a turn, just look at it like, okay, maybe this is for the better, and we could take the people's opinions and what they think about it and incorporate it into the movie.
Right, I totally agree with you. So, as society changes, we are now seeing like more diverse actors and actresses within the movie industry, and this includes like actually Zendaya in the Spider-Man movie playing the love interest Mary Jane. So, do you guys think that this expressed interest, including African American Spider-Man Miles Morris into the MCU? And do you guys think the addition of ethnic actors will change the movie game tremendously, especially the Spider-Man franchise?
I believe it will. I believe it allows young children who are watching these things, who have not been able to see themselves on the big screen before, I think it gives them a lot of hope and opportunity in going into directions of life that they would not have, you know, thought of placing themselves in. I think it gives a lot of, you know, hope just for, it shows a lot of change in where our country is at this current moment.
Oh, so yeah, right. So Justin, are you happy that they've included at least more diverse actors, especially in a franchise that you're a big fan of?
Am I happy?
Yeah.
I'm extremely happy. Honestly, it's really good to see African Americans just in movies nowadays, and it's increasing. So I believe that it'll affect the future just really well with the movie industry.
All right, sounds good. So it is confirmed that Henry Winkler is not on good terms with famous actor Tom Hanks. As it turns out, the feud has been going on for 30 years, after Winkler directed Tom Hanks' 1989 movie, Turner and Hooch, and was fired by a producer of the movie. Winkler confirmed that the rumors during an appearance on Thursday's Watch What Happens Live, where he made jokes about forgetting the title of the movie, and that he likes the dog better than Hooch. So, being that the feud is over 30 years old, do you both think that the actors should like hug and make up, basically?
Honestly, come on. It's 30 years. So much has happened since the beginning, since 1989. Come on. Just hug and make up. You would do better. Do another movie.
Yeah, just do another movie. As Deanna said, just do another movie, make up, it's not that serious. Or if you want to keep the conflict, maybe it'll make the movie better.
Well, I mean,
Maybe, who knows? But do you guys think having the conflicts like within the industry makes for better movies? Because I know it's been 30 years, but I don't know. Is Tom Hanks movie better now that they have conflict?
that's a good question.
That is a very good question. Personally, I don't know, but maybe in the future it will make it better. I don't know how to answer that.
I mean, I would say depending on the genre of movie. So if it's an action movie, if there's supposed to be a rivalry within the movie, I believe that having conflict will make, I mean, not a dramatic conflict, but like a mediocre kind of conflict would help the movie become like a better, you know, better surface in everything else that's supposed to come about the movie.
All right, sounds good. So, coming up after the break, meteorologist Dan Maslowski will give a weather update. You're watching WTOP 10 Entertainment News. So yeah, she's telling me to like fully move it off because it was a curve.
Good evening, Storm Team 10 meteorologist Daniel Maslowski here with your checking on the weather. Right now we're looking at a spot, Macon, Georgia, which is one area where we do have a lot of really big films being produced. Just recently they finished Black Widow, which was in Macon, Georgia. And looking over the past few days, the first 5 days of October, look at these high temperatures that we've experienced. 98 for the first and the second, and then on the 3rd of October, 102 and 103. Just think about that. For the start of October, 103 degrees. And that's definitely really hard to be producing and filmmaking in these areas when you're experiencing temperatures that are this high. Now, as we're looking at current temperatures across the board for Georgia, you can see right now we have cooled down. We're in the mid 70s to low 80s in some areas. If we're taking a look, we have Macon at 76 degrees right now, Eastman at 72, and Columbus at 81. Now, if we take a look at the future cast of what's going to be going on in Georgia for the next couple of days, we see Monday, 8 a.m., we do have some clouds that are in the area, and that's going to make way for some storms that we're going to get in throughout Monday and into Tuesday too. So as we fast forward a little bit, we get into Monday, 3 p.m. We do have those showers. I'll move over so you could see this right. We do have to the south of Georgia, most of those scattered showers that are making their way across the area. As we get into Monday night, 8 p.m., the showers do loosen up. We do have some to the north, but it's not going to be that bad. But as we get into Tuesday, at least in the morning, we're not going to have those rain showers. It's going to be mostly clear skies, a couple of clouds in the area. But as we get into Tuesday afternoon, 3 p.m., we do have those showers that are making their way across the area again. So expect that second round of showers to come a little after lunchtime. So if you're heading out around that time, make sure you grab that umbrella before you head out the door. Then as we get into Tuesday, 9 p.m., we still have some showers, but they're definitely dissipating, so it won't be as bad as it was on Monday. Now, just recapping for the next 3 days, like I said before, it's going to rain, and it's still going to be hot, not as hot as it was for the past 5 days of October. It's going to be into the mid and high 80s, but still, when you have the rain and it's hot, it's muggy, it's still not pleasant to be outside in this sort of weather. Now, I'm going to take it back to local temperatures. When we're looking at Oswego, definitely a really big change. Instead of seeing those high temperatures in the high 80s and low 90s, we're going into the mid to low 60s, and some places even pushing into the high 50s in and around New York State. Now we take a look at Oswego, 64 degrees, Adams at 60, and we do have Harrisburg at 58 degrees. Now we're going to break down some showers that are also making their way across the region for New York State. We do have a lot of showers that are making their way across the area for Monday, 7:30 a.m. So when you wake up, you're heading out the door for that morning commute, make sure you grab that umbrella before you head out the door, because we're going to have some thick storms that are making their way through, and they're going to persist into Monday. So as we look at 1 p.m. for Monday, we still have those showers. It's a little bit lighter than it was before, but they're still widespread across the region, so make sure you prepare for that throughout the whole day. As we get into Monday night, 7:30 p.m., it does look a lot better. We still have the clouds, but we don't have the rain, which is definitely a good sign, especially as we get into Tuesday. Like, look at this. We don't really have any clouds across the area. A couple of clouds, but it's not going to be that bad, especially as we get into Tuesday. Look at this, clear skies. It's definitely perfect weather to go outside. And as we recap for tonight, like I said, those showers, it's going to be 61 degrees and winds coming out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we go into tomorrow, we have rain. It's still going to be on and off. 59 degrees and winds coming out of the south, also 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we look at the next 7 days for Oswego, we have 60 on Monday with the rain, into Tuesday, clear skies. Also Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, still clear. Once we get into Saturday and Sunday, we do have a chance for showers, and the temperatures are going to dip down. We're going to get into 56 on Sunday. We have more news and sports coming up after the break. You're watching WTOP 10 Nightly News.
Time to talk about social media posts. Our meteorologist Dan Moskowski joined the panel to help us. So first up, makeup guru Jeffree Star is mourning the loss of his dog Daddy. Yes, that's his name, Daddy. Passed away this morning due to complications from his surgery. The surgery was meant to cure Daddy's autoimmune deficiency. Star tweeted about the loss this morning, saying, "With heavy hearts, we have to share the devastating news that our dog Daddy passed away early this morning. His body couldn't handle the surgery and complications of his medical conditions. I can't put into words how much we love our pet and how much this hurts." So, obviously, celebrities really, really love their pets, but does anybody here have any pet?
Yeah, I do. I have a German Shepherd, and for me, like, my dogs are my babies. Like, I love them so much to death. Oh my God. I'm with them 24/7, and for me to have something like that happen, like, they're family. So when a family member passes, I feel like with a dog, it's the same thing for me. It's definitely really hard to go through.
Yeah, definitely. So do you, Dan, do you think, this will affect how Jeffree Star is going to act for the next couple of months, maybe a year or so?
I mean, like Dan said, a loss is a loss, regardless if it's a human or a pet. So I believe it will affect him because he was close to his animals. So I believe, we're going to see a change in him, but I believe he's going to be able to come right back and then, do what he does best.
Yeah, yeah. So Hollywood's biggest celebrities came out last night to celebrate Tyler Perry's studio grand opening gala. Guests at the gala included stars such as Kelly Rowland, Viola Davis, and Ava DuVernay. But the star who stole the show was Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter. So, the Lion King star showed up in a glittery gold beaded gown designed by Youssef Al-Jasmi that hugs her curves, and she paired it with a statement earring with her look so stunning, and it already garnered 5 million likes on Instagram. So, she's Beyonce. Can Beyonce do any wrong?
She cannot.
I know. So she showed up. Actually, people were surprised. They didn't expect her to show up to the gala. So, Justin, do you think that her look just like stole the show from what the gala was actually about?
It completely took the show. Like, she held the show. But personally, Beyonce always going to do her thing regardless, or is going to do her thing regardless. But everyone should know that already.
So, Dan, like, do you like the dress on her actually? Like,
I actually love it. I mean, I honestly think that Beyonce could rock anything that she wears. Like, she definitely makes a statement with everything, and of course, like, I loved it. There's nothing more to say about that, just period. I think it was a really good choice.
So, Deanna, would you ever see yourself like rocking this dress like Beyonce?
If I had Beyonce's curves, I most certainly will be rocking that dress. I could, no doubt about it. She is, like everyone said, she's beautiful. She does a lot. She's, gave birth to 3 kids now, and she's still able to be #1 in the industry. She still has her own, fans, Queen Bee, Beehive.
Clearly, we're a panel of Beehive. So, moving on, a TV series about Aretha Franklin titled Genius Aretha is set to air in spring 2020. I know what you're all thinking. Who has been cast as the Queen of Soul herself? Well, it's actually Tony Award winner Cynthia Erivo. Erivo is a British actor, singer, and songwriter. She won her Tony Award for her performance as the lead in Broadway's The Color Purple musical, and Erivo is also Harriet Tubman in the upcoming movie Harriet. So, do you guys think that she can portray the Queen of Soul?
I mean, those are big shoes you have to fill. So, I believe that she can do it, because I don't want to, have doubt for her. But those are some shoes that she will have to fill. And in order for me to be, 100% sold on this, I need to hear her voice,
So, Dan, have you ever heard of Cynthia at all? If you ever seen, no idea, right?
I'm more of a weather nerd, so I don't really venture much outside of that. But I mean, I think, let's give her a shot. Let's see what she could do. I'm all for it. Giving people chances and seeing them put their talents to the test and see if she could actually fill those shoes and make a good show out of it.
Yeah, and I was pleasantly surprised that she was a Tony Award winner, so clearly she's good at what she do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so awesome. So, what are your final thoughts today, like, about the show? What do you guys think?
I feel like it was a great show today. I feel like we all showed out. Yeah.
And any show, including Beyonce, I think is a great show. So, as long as we incorporate her every week, I'm excited. All right.
And R.I.P. Jeffree Star's dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
Daddy.
his dog.
Of course. I hope he feels better also and, doesn't fully. All right. And that's the end of our broadcast for Sunday Night News Entertainment News. Thank you for watching.